Rhys Morgan. Can I invite Rhys to come forward and tell us his story and what he thinks about this?
Hi, I'm going to talk to you about my story and then another issue to do with freedom of speech that I feel very strongly about. I was in support of the UCL Atheist, Secularist and Humanist Society. I uploaded the Jesus and Mo comic. Well, it wasn't even the comic, it was the front page just showing Jesus and Mo sitting down in a bar having a drink. And I did this to show my support for the Atheist, Secularist and Humanist Society after they were told to remove their image. And it was my Facebook profile picture for about a week, and then it was taken down by, it was replaced by just a picture of me, and it was buried in my Facebook albums. A couple of days later, people in my school found this image, and they were offended. And they took it on themselves to start ranting on my Facebook page about how offended they were and how I should take this image down, and that I was wrong to suggest that it was freedom of speech and my freedom of expression. And yeah, then I was called into school the next day because I had started receiving threats on someone else's Facebook page who decided to repost the image to try and gain more criticism of me for doing it. I was told that I was going to have my house burned down. I've had people throw Chinese lanterns set on fire, saying God hater and all sorts of things at my house. So yeah, I've been threatened by this. And my school, they wanted me to remove it for fear of offending people. They told me that I had offended a great number of Muslims in my school, and that it was very wrong to do so, and they wanted me to take the image down for fear of causing some sort of uprising. They then threatened that, they implied that I would be suspended or expelled from the school if I did not take this image down. Now, to me, that offends me. The idea that my school can somehow challenge what's on my Facebook page and demand that it's removed, and otherwise I face expulsion or suspension, that offends me, and that should offend everyone here and anyone who supports the right to freedom of expression. Schools and universities are places where debates should take place. That's where you debate things, and you debate ideas, you challenge them, you criticise them, or you say this is a great idea. My school did not do that, and they're now trying to stop me from talking about something else as well, called the Welsh Baccalaureate, but that's another issue. Yeah, so another issue that I feel very passionately about is libel reform. Now, libel in this country is a shambles. London is known as the libel capital of the world, because anyone who is offended by something can sue someone if they've been personally hurt by it or something. So like, here's an example. Richard Dawkins and somebody called Vaughan Jones are being sued by somebody called Chris McGrath, who wrote a book which was, I think it was called The Death or the Murder of God, and they're now being sued by Chris McGrath for a review and an article that was on the Amazon website and on the Richard Dawkins Foundation website. He was offended by these reviews, and he is now trying to sue them. Libel reform is a massive issue because you can sue someone in Britain without even having a reputation to defend in Britain, without having any sort of, any monetary worries about your ideas being criticised. And that it turns out that a lot of the time, libel is being used to stifle freedom of speech. I criticised a cancer clinic in America, which was offering a false treatment for cancer and giving hope to many people who have terminal cancers. And it turns out that most of the people who go to this clinic die of their cancer, except £200,000 or more worse off. I criticised them on my blog, and I was told, I then received a libel threat from this clinic because they didn't like it, and they wanted me to put a public apology to Dr. Basinski, who runs this clinic. That offends me. The idea that you cannot criticise a cancer clinic for offering a false treatment for which there is no evidence to support, that offends me, and that, again, should offend anyone who supports evidence-based treatment. Except I'm not going to ask them to stop offering this treatment, or, stop saying these things about it. I just want truth to be told about it. I want it to be widely criticised, and I just feel very passionate about it, so thank you.